Hello, I'm Josh from Josh Builds Stuff. Some of you have asked me questions and I intend to answer some of them. If you hear some fireworks going off in the background, it's because Josh is uploading again, or because the local minor league baseball team is, I don't know, it's Friday night and they're celebrating, I assume, a win, but we're like middle of the road in terms of minor league baseball teams. I have come up with an interesting idea. I keep getting a bunch of questions and I was like, I guess I'll answer some of them. Here's an example. Stud1844 said, "How are you today?" Tired. You should have asked me yesterday or the day before, because on that day I was tired. I'm always tired. Tired of not answering your questions? Bricksie asked, "You actually use the giant bricks for storage of bricks? Amazing. How do you keep up with what is in each storage brick and how do you stack them?" Fun fact, Javo, I don't. These are like temporary storage. I have a larger plan for a better storage solution in the future, and there are several videos that are actually going to be related to that will eventually be made, but for now, these are like overflow to the nth degree. From Instagram, sitting on a stoop, said, "How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if..." I get it, funny questions, whatever. I'm not going to justify that question with an answer. Oh, my friend Shy, Time is My Time, asked, "How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?" At least 36, I think. Also, shout out to Shy, he's a great dude. I hope your wife is having a happy birthday, and I can't wait to see that episode of the podcast that we recorded. I can never remember the name of that thing. CT10 said, "Do crabs think fish are flying? I'll do you one better." Do crabs think? I'll do myself one better. When crabs go to use public transportation, do they go to the crustacean? I used your question to make a dumb pun, and that's on you. Nope, Ingrid Lego said, "Could you review my mocks? I'll answer your question with a question. What are the first two letters of your username?" Ant Bandit is a good dude. He also asked, "What's that over there?" I assume referencing the picture in my Instagram prompt. Well, that's the 1885 copy of Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in original French. I love this book more than I love any single Lego set that I own. A newcomer to the channel asks, "What retired original Lego theme deserves a modern reboot?" Dumb answer, video. The real answer, some kind of like adventure slash Pharaoh's Quest slash some amalgamation of realism meets fantasy that isn't Lego City and isn't just an 18+ pyramid set. I want it to be non-IP. Some original ideas containing adventure and action, play sets and vehicles, recognizable, reusable characters, integrations with a web series or a Netflix series. Something fun but familiar. It's low risk from Lego perspective, but I think it would be high reward. Tommy asks, "Thoughts on Brixie's new warehouse, and do you think more AFOLs will start to follow this idea?" I hate to give a genuine answer if you can't tell, but I think what Bricksie is doing is fantastic for him in his very specific situation. He can spend money on an external space, move all of this Lego and stuff to that space, make content from that space, write it off in some version of a tax write-off. I don't know how Canada does things. I think that's fantastic for him specifically. I think other AFOLs will pursue similar avenues. I've talked to several full-time Lego content creators and they've asked similar questions. Should I move all of my stuff that's at my house to some external space? It is very situation specific. But hey, I have a negative nothing channel with a no-name host, and even I have thought how cool it would be to have some external studio space with a place to display all your Lego and make cool backdrops and stuff. It's fun to dream. It's not feasible for all of us to dream. Mandar Productions said, "How do you come up with this idea?" Well, a really good friend of mine did something similar and I thought it looked like fun. Shout out to Shy and Holly and literally every other YouTuber ever from the beginning of time. Ryan from M&R Productions said, "How did you take this selfie without holding the phone?" Dude's got almost as many subscribers as Immosaurus and hasn't heard of a tripod. To be fair, they're both friends of mine, but I know that statement will make both of them mad, so I couldn't not say it, right? Mr. Polybag says, "Progress on Stormtrooper collection? Thank you for remembering that. I have at least 5 of them so far. The dream is larger than a small collection. that it's still a project I'm pursuing, and I like Stormtroopers, and I want all of them. The idea that this person is referencing that is that I want to collect at least one of every single LEGO Stormtrooper made, with a bunch of caveats and asterisks, but that is a project that I will eventually move forward with the help of some friends, but it's not something that's high priority right now. The Plastic Architect asks, when are you moving to Florida? That's Claire, a friend of mine. I hope you and yours are doing well. You know which yours I'm referring to. It'll either be in 2 years or 40. I have some investments in the works right now, and those will determine a lot of things about my future. You may have heard of ETFs. Well, have you ever heard of this fun new thing called NFTs? Dan something whatever says, what does Josh build? I would think that would be obvious at that point. Josh builds things. Holly says, ask Iminar, what games are you playing currently? First, thanks Holly for giving me the idea for this fun kind of video. Second, I'm playing a lot of like a PGA Tour game on the Xbox. I'm getting older and therefore I'm inevitably getting into golf. I will play a lot of Xbox games that are on Game Pass. Basically, I will play any game that allows me to play the game while also watching or consuming some other source of media, because I grew up in a generation where I cannot possibly focus on the actual thoughts in my head. Instead, I need to be doing something while listening to something else, while watching something else. That's a normal condition for anyone to have. Thanks for asking. CPA said, when did Taylor Swift play a Stormtrooper? When hasn't Taylor Swift played any man that she'd been with? You think football is a game, Travis? You have no idea. Alberto said, long time no see. You too, bud. He also said, if you could decide a new LEGO theme with no restrictions, what would it be? I actually thought about this one. It's Disney parks. Characters, environments, dioramas, architecture, modulars, 18 plus detailed sets. The LEGO fan base overlaps so heavily with the Disney/Disney Parks fan base. I think it's a win-win-win situation for everyone involved. Bad Night Brick said, have you listened to the new Taylor Swift album? What do you think? I have, and I think there's too much profanity in it for me to listen to it while in the car with my children. I hate to say it. So many of the songs sound so similar that I am just rejoicing in the fact that there's a different beat or rhythm in a part of a song. Oh, I was afraid of a little old me. I should be, but I'm not, Taylor, I'm sorry. Dom says, does Josh Build have thoughts on short form content? Oh goodness, Dom, I do. I definitely do. 2023 Bricks says, Bionicle question mark? Answer mark. No thank you. Oaktown Brick says, what is your Star Wars movie ranking? This one may also take some thought. I would say 5, 4, 6, 3, Rogue One, 1, 7, 2, Solo 9, 8. Good D Welcomes, sounds like a good time. How many assembled LEGO characters do you have? Off the top of my head, I think it's somewhere around 1,756 if we're just counting minifigures. Faith and Misery said, your screensavers are making me hungry, and your custom Cody mosaic is still one of my favorites. Have you done any more mosaic mocks recently? To answer your question, I apologize for nothing. I'm also hungry all the time, and no, I've not done any more mocks similar to Cody, but I do have aspirations to do so in the near/2027 to 2028 future. I gotta put you back on the wall for that one single moment. You're going on the floor, Cody. Butterfly Vibe says, how did you manage to find your LEGO passion in life and commit to it even when it got tough? Escapism. You're not running towards something that you like, instead you're running away from something that you're afraid or don't feel like facing, and so LEGO is such an easy answer. I think passion and motivation, just like real life enough, you will find any single possible avenue looking for some reason go down, not pay attention to the things in your life that you should be, that you turn to this a complete task where you build a set. You're following a distinct set of instructions. You're still using some, from a human perspective, it works, right? LEGO has found some, you're still using some creative aspect of your brain, but you can also turn off so much. How did you manage to find your LEGO passion in life and commit to it even when it got tough? The simplistic answer is just follow your dreams, figure out what you like even early in life, and just figure out a way to continue to pursue and participate in that thing as your life progresses. Contra Bricks, a staple in the LEGO comment section community, says, "Hey, it's Daddy Josh Builds Stuff. Thank you for being one of the only people to respect my wishes and call me Daddy." Galaxy Gamers said, "Nice Stormtrooper statue. It's not a statue, it's a suit. And inside the suit is a weird caricature of myself in reference to old sitcoms and stuff, but thank you." Bushy said, "Hi, do you remember your first LEGO, perhaps?" Kinda. I know somehow we had the 1989 Black Seas Barracuda pirate ship, which means I would have been 2 years old when we got that, because I have vivid memories of my dad fiddling with the string work on that set. I can only assume that came from my somewhat wealthy great aunt, from whom we never saw an actual windfall, so please do not make more assumptions about me or my well-being as you are wanting to do. But I know I had that set, but my early memories of LEGO were really like Aquanauts, Aqua Raiders kind of sets. I know I had those. There was one particular submarine that I'm going to put on the screen right now that I can't remember the number or the name of, but that one I somehow have very vivid memories of playing with as a child. Nostalgia. That being said, this was as fun as you were bored, so I look forward to doing another one of these in, I don't know, 2027, 2028, if I'm still around. Maybe I'll be doing it from Florida by then, soaking up those rays. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and do whatever the heck you want. I'll see you next time.